What I wanted to do was take the tropes of the slasher movie and use them for gay celebration.
I'm so grateful to be a part of a movie that has authentic representation.
And I think it'll get people talking.
What do I want to take one?
Common mark, A and B. A and B, common mark.
When I was growing up, I loved slasher movies.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Horror films have a very complicated relationship with gender and sexual identity.
I can't make you straight, but you give us this week, we might be able to help.
What I wanted to do was take the tropes of the slasher movie and use them for gay celebration.
But I'm guessing that some of you are here because in some way, you're not happy. Maybe you don't fit in. People make fun of you. Maybe you want to find some new kind of peace, a new way of thinking about yourself. Well, you give us this week, and we might be able to help. I've started in slasher films a really long time ago. What's really brilliant about what John has done with the script is to take a fairly traditional camp slasher movie.
Who is that?
And layered on top of that
Come in, please.
is the horror of a place that believes that they can convert people with pseudo-therapy techniques.
It's scary because conversion therapy is abuse and it is torture that messes with your entire being.
Do you think your parents are disappointed in you?
Sometimes.
So what do? You try to make yourself special. You become they.
I think we're bringing awareness to what's actually happening in the world. It's time to play, to hopefully bring an end to the horror that happens at these camps.
I have zero interest in not being gay.
There's no judgments in this room.
When it came to casting the 7 campers, it was very important to me to cast queer actors.
Sometimes I wish I was invisible.
Because we have been so underrepresented in terms of playing ourselves.
John said, I would like to have young people who identify with any one of these campers and root for someone that they see in themselves.
I am a gay Korean American woman. I'm so grateful and honored to be a part of a movie that has authentic representation told by authentic storytellers.
The best way that we can assure we are making the best art is to include as many and as diverse a population of people possible.
Every single character represents a different section of the queer experience.
I know what I am. What are you? It's just a different environment I haven't seen before. Finding my own truth and celebrating my uniqueness.
The most important thing to remember is it's an entertaining movie. I didn't set out to write a lecture. If you love horror movies, if you love human drama and thrillers, this is the movie for you.
When you read John's work, I think immediately you think of Georgia, because in my mind, I grew up in Chicago, but in my mind, it's like Georgia has that like green forested area. It's got amazing weather. It kind of feels like it could be anywhere USA. It's not specific in a way like a lot of other states are. This kind of feels like everyday camp that you would have went to a day camp or a sleepaway camp and it would look exactly like this. This camp offered us so much that I think a lot of places might not have had. Everywhere we've gone, whether it's in Atlanta, in Covington, or in Rutledge, that we've been welcomed. Like, it's just a great place to film.
You know, there's jokes among the crew of they didn't want to drive home, although we do provide safety and courtesy housing. But some of these people who live around here, they like to camp. So they said, could we sleep in the cabins? So I just think that this whole idea of being in the summer camp environment, being out here in the wilderness, how could you not let that play in as its own character, as an element to help further embody your character?
It should be cozy. To even see this concept manifest on screen, I think that John is a genius.
Today, we're going to be exploring traditional gender roles.
We are creating something completely new here, and I don't have a comparison in my head.
We subvert a lot of slasher tropes. So I'm like, what's gonna happen?
Taste?
We need to get out of here.
What are we supposed to do? We're trapped.
There's going to be a lot of surprises.
And I think it'll get people talking. You trust me, don't you?